let's get started on another one. I had an intro on one of my other videos that were ending on the Grace and BJ house over here. So I ended that and I was getting ready to go over here, and things got going along and I wasn't able to get onto it. So right now, that's what we're gonna do. So let's go over there and dig up some goodies. All right, let's go. Well, here we are. A monstrous backyard. So anyway, just wanted to show it to you. Hopefully we can get some good targets out of here and maybe recover something nice. I'm sort of looking forward to it. Of course, you know, you can always find these places and dig and dig and dig and never find nothing except trash and a few modern coins. What really helps is if the family had children during the history of the house, because then they're more likely to be outside and losing goodies, kind of goodies we want to find. So let's go see if we can find some goodies. Interesting ones. When I first got this target, I was going over in the different kHz, 4, 5, 10, 15, and then it jumps up to multi. That's on the 600. Your 800 is a little bit different. So I was watching a YouTube program on one guy was putting out about searching around in the different kHz, and that he goes in Park 2 and does it at the 10 kHz, and he found a lot of good targets, and he would stop and go on them just like I did with this one here. It was good, but you wanted to check it out, and one way of checking it out is going to your different kHz and going over it and walking around it. Now this is a long process as far as telling you, but this is what happened. I got that signal, I put it on, I was on multi and it was sounding good between 8 and 9, and then when I put it on 10, it was still coming in somewhat good but broken up. So I decided to test the other ones, and they were similar, still sort of solid but broken up. And I was saying to myself, well, if you put it on 4, if it comes in solid, most likely it's a good target. So that's what I did. It came in pretty solid again on the 4, depending on which way you were, but still broken, but still. And up comes this. This, I love this dirt too. Look how dark it is. I mean, that's what you want to be digging in. This, I think, is an old compact case, and it's really in pretty good shape. I'm gonna try not to break it and get it cleaned up and see what it looks like here. I think maybe the bottom is bent over. I'm not sure to you, but sorry about the long deal here, but just wanted to explain about something. That way other people can try the same thing. When you come across an iffy target in an old place and you want to test it out your Equinox and see what it says, it's a good way to learn. So anyway, I've come across one of those signals where I wanted to give an example of the different kHz settings on the Equinox. Right now I'm in multi, and I've got a target right here, and I've got the headphones off so you can hear, and you can see it bounces. Now we'll go over here. And you can see the depth meter, it's down there, but it bounces there. All right, now let's go over here. Let's switch over into 4 kHz. Switch it around a little bit. It's still showing that deep depth, and it's still coming out pretty positive. High numbers on the 4 kHz are just showing more of a conductivity of something that's in the ground. Okay, now let's change it over to 5. You can see it's coming in good again. and the depth meter. All right, let's go to 10. Now you see in all of them, and even in the 15, comes up, there's no way you would not dig that target. So here in the multi, see, it registers a lower sound. So let's dig this sucker up and see what it is. I'll be right back. Well, folks, that was a pretty good little coin. That was a weedy out of there, and it's 1911. I thought that was pretty cool. Anyway, I was glad I went over it and it produced this. Interesting. So I won't do with everything in the yard, of course, but I will experiment on certain items that sound different and sort of go over them, because after that, the 10 and the other kHz, if you get solid in the yard, you know most likely it's probably a good solid target. Of course, you're going to have trash here and there, but this is I don't know, good example of how everything works. All right, in the multi, I got another 18 scratchy signal, so I dug up right next to the other hole, and at first but I did recognize it, and I'm sure that's it. Yep, there it is. Let's find out what that is. Aha, it's another old coin. Boy, look at that. Hey, see ya, get out of there. Anyway, let's check this out. Boy, I sure would like to see an Indian head. That would be nice. I think it's just another wheat penny, but it's probably another old one too. So I will tell you on the next hole as to what it is. All right. I have really been getting lucky on these little coin spills. I mean, the last wheat penny that I dug out over there was the 1911, and then the other one I pulled out was 1917. And then here, right down below it, this is where they were, I get a 13, 12, 13. You know what that means. There was the impression. I look down there, and there she is, that little green disc. I'm hoping it's a V-nickel. Let's go check it out. It's just a buffalo. I can tell by looking at it now. There's the chief. You can see him. That's so cool. Anyway, I enjoyed that. I'll let you know what the year is on the next hole. Idea. I thought it was just another piece of foil like I've been digging up. Probably belonged on. Ooh, I like that already. Interesting. We'll have to investigate a little bit further. Look like a pendant or something. All right, we'll check it out and I'll get back with you. So after I cleaned it up, I get Texas 1845, the Lone Star State. And on the back is just the U.S. symbol. And I meant to mention that the buffalo nickel that I found over there was 1936. This right here I think is modern, of course. But I wanted to point out that I went back over the hole and I was like, I wonder why that was so broken up. Now I see why it was so broken up. Look at this. I mean, there was a big old honker nail in there right below this target. And I've found that in just about everything that I've dug around here, except for a couple of them, like those pennies. There was nails galore right there where they were at. Anyway, just wanted to point that out. Yeah, I'll pick it up and throw it away. All right. Smile on my face. It's so weird. I got a real soft 12 on the multi, but on the other kHz, it was coming in scratchy and not solid. So this is the difference in being able to go around and you're going to have to experiment and really listen to your machine. But it's great to go over some of the different kHz and listen and see what you got, and then sort of guess, is it good or is it just a piece of trash? Well, with all the nails I have been finding so far in this yard, and I mean especially over there by the house, just on top of the ground, but this right here, it fell out. You can see there's the flat spot. There it is. Ah. Have we got a war nickel? I think we do. Let's see here real quick. I don't know. I don't see anything up there right off the hand. Just probably an older nickel. All right, we'll check it out. Get back. A little cool came up. This popped right on up on the shovel. This is an old valve cover cap for like your Model Ts, I think. Anyway, thought I'd show. Cool little piece. I've found several. Finally, after all that trash, a coin popped up. I was glad to see it. Haven't seen nothing. So I know it's got to be a weedy, that's for sure, but I'm not going to take up all the time to find out what it is right now. I'm going to keep on going. We'll see what it is later. Got a beautiful sound here. Yep, there it is. Whatever it is, probably the top to a, yep. Just an old cap. Well, folks, here we go for a wrap up. Just for myself, this is how much trash I dug up today. You can see that this is what probably stops a lot of people from doing metal detecting, because to dig up that and all you get is just these few odds and ends, but they're worth it to me. I really enjoy it. So we've got a 1936 buffalo nickel, 1911 wheat penny, 1917 wheat penny, 1940, 1919, of course the Texas little pendant thing there, and an ornate little piece of jewelry. It's got a little bit of green in there that's still sparkling on it. Valve cover, key to some lock on a shed, probably for outside, still on the nail, and the muster roll was distributed back in the early 1900s and was, you know, for congestion and what does it say here? Yeah. Congestion, minor aches and pains, coughs, stuff like that. and there was a white jar that it was attached to. So anyway, just that for your information. Probably popular back in the 40s and 50s, I would say, but it's still a product on the shelf now. All right, hope you enjoyed. I'll be getting back to that place. The only thing I don't like about there is these things, tannery tags. Oh my goodness, they come in right at 23, 24. They sound so good. But anyway, all right.